generation of Bengali, helplessly in love with the city, is how Navpreet Arora likes to describe herself. Graduating with sociology from Presidency College and following with a master's in management, she joined the world of corporate. For 16 long years, she worked in corporates. Then she life took a turn, and in 2016, she started to transform her undying love for the city of Kolkata into a business to show people, both local and outsiders, the beautiful heritage of the city, colors and flavors of the city of joy that is Calcutta. And that was on her company Fun on Street to bring out the magic of Calcutta in its multifaceted glories. The land of the Babus, the birthplace of reformers, the brewer of nationalism. Hi Navpreet. I hope you are happy with this. Yes, tell me. How are you?
I'm good and thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here on this forum and talking to you. I mean, we go back a long way, but then this is something really new and I'm so excited.
When I wanted to start on this, the first person I came to think of is you. So let's take it ahead. Let's start with a question and answer session. You are such an interesting business. So how did the idea of your business come about?
So Prema, really speaking, I really did not know what I would do when I quit my job. I had no clue about what I wanted to do. Heritage Walks was something which didn't even cross my mind ever. So the most organic thing for me to do was quit my job and join my family business, which was, we have a guest house in Sadar Street. So it was the most easy thing to do, after doing away with the job, to join the family hotel. So the clientele is mostly foreign backpackers. So it was during my talks with a few guests there that I realized that how little people know about this city of ours. What they know is basically just the touristy things, but they don't know what I, being born and brought up in this city, that there is so much to this city, so many gems which are hidden, that no one knows about. That time the idea struck that I wanted to show people, people from other cities and the people who stay here, the Calcutta through my eyes, the Calcutta through my lens, the Calcutta the way I want people to see, and not just a city which has a Victoria, a city which has a Howrah Bridge.
Fun on Street. How did you come up with the name of your company?
Yeah, so a lot of fun on the streets actually. Now, heritage is something which is very closely linked with history. Okay. So you cannot speak about heritage or show people heritage without speaking about its history, right? But for me, it was very important that, I spin stories. I wanted people to know about the people's history. I wanted to know people to know about the social, stories, because I have a feeling that, facts, figures, dates, this is a few things which people now with the phones in their hands, they can just get these things at the click of a button. So if I also repeat those things, what will be the difference? I wanted to create that thing, that why people should choose to come and walk with us. I wanted to spin stories, okay? And so I entailed a lot of fun in the history, and that fun was happening on the streets. So it became Fun on Streets.
That's lovely. You have a client base. Okay. How did you build the successful client base?
Okay. So Prema, as I said, I started this company in the autumn of 2016. And that was my first walk. If I clearly remember, it was in September of 2016, just before the Durga Puja. So that is a time in the city when everyone is in that, that fun mood. They want to go and see the pujas and the pandals. So I started it on a note where I took people to see the place where the great idols, which they later see in the pandals, where it is made. So I took a whole bunch of people to Kumortuli. Okay. And that is when I realized, after that walk, which had around 15 to 16 people, I realized that if you give people a good experience, that one guest will refer you to 10 more. Okay.
Totally.
So I realized that, word of mouth, that is the greatest tool. And that is what helped me build a very loyal customer base. And Prema, what had happened was I realized very soon thankfully in my work, that, if you give people say give your customers value for money. But I feel, give them more value for the money they have spent. So for me, even if that meant, taking them to that one extra spot, which is not in my list, or treating them to that very Calcutta Shingara and all that, for that minuscule amount I spend, I ensure that I have a guest who becomes a client forever for me.
Okay, you have a loyal customer base, but you definitely, how do you market your business to them?
Okay, so as I said, I have realized in these 4.5 years that the most effective marketing tool is word of mouth. That really, really helps. No one and nothing can, beat that. Okay. But in today's world, as you know, having a presence on social media is also very important. So we have a page on Facebook called Fun on Streets. We have an Instagram handle called Fun on Streets, where we keep, giving people trivia, stories, pictures, about the city. We keep talking about the events we posted there. And again, TripAdvisor has really helped me. So these are a few tools which I have, used to market my works.
How do you generate new ideas?
The foundation of our work is everything old. Old stories, histories, everything old, So we generate new, the basis of our work is old, but then we have to make it into a new perspective. So I'll give you a small example. Like we do these North Calcutta Palace walks, but then there are many inherent stories, like stories of theatres. Those were the houses which were the birthplace of many theatres. All right. So we do the same walk. We take people to the same houses, but instead of weaving the story around the palace, the architecture, the story of the family, we weave the story on how the theatre came into. So, you have to keep thinking about new ways of showcasing the old things. So reading is one way, because unless and until you don't read, you won't know that such and such house had such and such theatre. And then it is, how everyone else is doing, so we keep watching each other and we learn. It's a learning process, it's an ongoing process.
What's your greatest fear? How do you overcome it?
So as I said, I was working in the finance field, in mutual funds. And the kind of job which I had was a very cushy job where I used to sit on a chair, AC place, from 9 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock, and talking to people, hardly meeting people face to face, just speaking to people. And here I was, after 16 years of such a job, a 360-degree turn which comes in my life, and I'm here out in the streets, walking the streets in the heat, when it's raining, the streets are waterlogged, grind, dust, and I'm walking through that searching for an old house, an old temple. So my fear was, do I really have the kind of stamina to do this? Secondly, as I said, that these were heritage walks, and though as I said, we spin stories, but the stories which we say are not fictional. They have to be based on facts, right? And facts, when you speak to your guests, when you're giving facts, even when you're spinning stories around those facts, the facts have to be correct. They have to be true. So will I be able to remember the facts? That was a big fear.
What are your ideals?
See, first and foremost, I try to give them a very wholesome overall experience. They should not say, okay, we just walked in so and so walk and we saw so and so. I want to give them a wholesome experience. I show them the culture of the city. I even show them if people are having a bath on the water taps on the roads. We even speak about that. That is the essence of the city. So basically I want to give them a total feel of the city, of the walk, through my walks.
Do you believe there's a set formula for becoming a successful entrepreneur?
Prema, I would not call it a formula, but I would say that to become successful, no matter what work it is, no matter at what stage you start your work, there are certain very important ingredients, I feel, which can help you become successful. As I said, passion is one. You really have to love it. Whatever you do, you really have to love it. If you don't love it, you can't give your whole heart to it, So passion is there. Confidence in yourself is there. And the third and the last, which I feel is most important, is hard work.
What has been the most satisfying moment in your business?
As I said, Calcutta is a city of hidden gems. Okay. So, even locals, because I've had walks with many locals who have been staying here for the longest time. I mean, they have been born, they have been staying here only. But then there are things which they don't even know about, So, there are times when I've taken people to some old temple which is 400 years old. There's a shivling which is around, 400 years old. And the moment you take them to that place, to that precinct, and when they look at the thing in amazement that, we never even realized that such a thing existed in my city. And thank you so much for showing me this, And when they involuntarily say, wow, I think that is the most satisfying moment for her.
This is one person which is tough, but I just wanted to know, how are you managing in the past year and a half?
Yes, so the past year and a half has been very difficult for, it's a global thing, it's a global phenomena. But then, yes, travel has been really very seriously hit, and we don't see it, even coming back, bouncing back even for the next 1 year, I think. Okay, but that is the whole point, it is, if you want to survive, you've got to change. So what we have done is we have launched virtual walks on Zoom and other kind of platforms, and we show people the city through the pictures, through videos which I have clicked on, during my walks and stuff. And we even kind of have talks.
I heard you're writing books on the plaques of
yes.
all over our city.
So, what happened was that, when I first started curating my walk, the first thing which struck me, Prema, was how would you feel if you actually go somewhere and you see a plaque which says, Lord Clive had come to this house in the year so and so. You just feel everything come back to you, and you feel, wow, this is the street where, Lord Clive had once come, or Hastings had come, So, it transports you back into the centuries, through the times. So that was a time when these plaques, and I went on searching for these plaques all over the city. And believe me, the city has a immense treasury of plaques. Okay, you just have to have the eyes to see it. It is in the most improbable of the places, some dirty wall, it's a pan-stained wall, and somewhere down there is a small aging plaque which says Warren Hastings had his, house here. So I have a repository of some 200 odd pictures of plaques all over the city. So what I want to do is make it into a book, into one place where people can see, and if they want to see the plaque, they know exactly where to go.
You have curated a lot of walks, so different types of walks. Can you just give me a rough idea of what kind of walks you have curated?
Okay. So, when we talk about walks, we try to document walks in a way where we can curate stories also. Okay. So, for example, the development of Calcutta started with I should not say started, because Calcutta was not a city which we know, but it was a conglomeration of small, it was called dihis, which are actually grams, chote grams, So those small grams were there, and there were native people who were settled here from donkeys years, So they were living here, they were doing work here, trading. It was a very rich province, But then we know that the documented history of this city started with the English, all right? So Dalhousie Square. Dalhousie Square is one place where I think Everyone has gone, walked the streets, everything is done. All right, you have been there, you have gone for your calls, I mean 100 times, I mean in your working, time. But how many people know about the story of the buildings which are there? Or like, or that, a war was fought, in the place which now we call the Dalhousie Square, where the GPO is and all. That was a place where actually a full-fledged war was fought. Okay. So what we do is we try to collect these kind of stories and we spin it around these kind of places where we get the stories. All right. So my walks start from, say, we have the Dalhousie Square walk. Then we have North Calcutta. We have so many walks there because North Calcutta is one place, as you said, it is a place where the Babus were there. It is a place where the freedom fighters were there. It is a place where the colleges and schools, the first ones, which actually made Calcutta the cultural capital, they all started from there. So to have one North Calcutta walk is not enough. So you have to have on various themes. That's the way I do my walks. Wherever I get stories, we do the circuit in that area.
This is the best part of Naprit. She curates the walk, the passion that she has, and she brings it in the work. And I will tell Fun on Streets USP is Naprit Arora. If anyone wants to hear more about Naprit Arora and her walks, please put it on the comment box so that we can bring Naprit back to this channel again and make her talk about her more calls. Let's wait for the
on and on, that.
Let's wait for this situation to end so that we all can join Naprit on one of her walks. Thanks, Naprit.
It will be a pleasure. It was a pleasure, Prema. It really was a very big pleasure, and thank you so much for having me here.